So the Chiefs are visiting the White House this Friday to celebrate their Super Bowl 58 victory. And with Butker's previous polarizing comments and his firm stances around them, basically coming out and saying that he stands by everything that he said and doesn't regret anything that happened to him. Lonnie, we'll start with you this time. Do you think there will be any drama around Harrison Butker when they do appear at the White House?
So I don't think it'll be any drama around Mr. Booker when they appear at the White House. I think they'll make a point to take a lot of pictures of them shaking hands and showing the interaction between him and President Biden. Again, I think this was an opinion that's kind of just a lot of situations kind of just been dragged out. Like I said, we just kind of are taking the light away from what we should be having the light on, which is football. But I think this is just the world that we live in now. This is kind of what Mr. Booker has to live with now that he's made these type of comments. Anytime you bring up that religion, it usually falls in somewhere politics may start to fall in there. So and now you kind of just operating in a realm you just kind of don't want to be in. But unfortunately, you put yourself in this situation. And I mean, I think if the team is handling it well, Travis, I think Kelsey and Mahomes, everybody's handling it well. So I don't think it'll be a problem. I don't think it should be a problem. I think we should just, like I said, keep everything the main thing. Harrison Butker is of all time one of the best kickers in the NFL right now, if not the best kicker in the NFL. It's arguable. So he said some really, 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 really polarizing things, some things that shook the world up. And this is his opinion, and he stands by it. Which you should want every man to stand in their beliefs, stand in their truth. So, if that's how he feels, that's how he feels, and I don't think President Biden is gonna take any offense to that because, like we were all saying, this is opinion. He knows everybody has an opinion, so however you feel is how you feel. You're here to see the White House and celebrate you winning the championship. So I don't think it'll be a problem at all.
Yeah, I think I could keep mine short and simple. I might. I don't know. I'm not going to say nothing crucial here at all, but they should be perfectly fine. At the end of the day, Biden is a politician. He has dealt with worse. He didn't heard worse things about him. He didn't heard people scrutinize his family, dealt with all that with his kids. He's not worried about Booker comments about him probably being like a fake Catholic or whatever it is and talking about, his political views. That's something that he used to already and being scrutinized and someone who's been on this earth for a long time. I think he didn't see it all. All it is when it comes to that point, I think Butker is not that type of gentleman where he's going to bring his anger and bring his feelings into the White House and try to do anything and try to be disrespectful towards Biden. I'm sure if Biden was to walk up and shake his hand, he's going to keep it like that. And then as long as everything is positive, that's fine. They're supposed to enjoy the day there. This is an opportunity, regardless of what president is in the office. I think you want to be able to go around a historical monument, it's a facility where when you're the world leader over here in America, whatever, not trying to get all political like that, but that's something that you want to actually be a part of, right? So seeing that and you just enjoying that moment, I think he's going to be more focused on this. And Lonnie, going back to what you're talking about, where you say you see why they take the light off of it right now. Now, you remember when they told people to just shut up and just, play the game? When they said that, I'm not going to take away. It was probably some people who said it in a weird way. Now, for me, if I'm saying it, this is why. Because this is a game y'all don't want to play. And that's why some people become politicians. I'm going to be honest. Just like we tell people, hey, you don't want to go out there and play football, you talk stuff and get tackled. I'm be honest. Once you say something, they got to hear that all the time because they be talking to the world. So anything that they say, they're criticizing. They're used to it. When you're not used to that, your whole world turned upside down. So sometimes I think that's why when certain individuals say it's like, hey, bro, it's just more of like, I don't know if you're prepared for what's going to come behind that and being able and defend yourself 24/7. Because when you in those situations like that, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not gonna be on social media all day arguing with everybody. I'm gonna end up just deleting it because you worried about too much. So I think when it comes to this, but Butker has said it already. He's fine with standing on what his beliefs. He's standing on business. That's why he came back and said, "I have no regrets. I don't care what you're talking about. It was a shocking amount of hate. Great. You'll never see me. Probably never have my money. Bye bye. It's cool. Like just move on about your day like that." But yeah, I was kind of flirting around and stuff. I was chilling. I was very careful. So don't worry. But yeah, it's just with this situation, I can't wait till September come because once kickoff happen, everything's gonna be out the window, and everybody's gonna be focused on will we three-peat, and that's it.
Until he misses a kick. But go ahead, Clinton.
That's
true. Yeah, he'll become a big storyline again if he starts getting the yips and
he going perfect this year. He ain't going for that. He's like, nah, y'all ain't about to do that to me.
We'll still maybe have to be looking out for those random PAT misses. Those were
true
random misses on his part. But if you're looking for a 60-plus yarder, Butker's your guy. I don't think this is going to be much of an issue. Obviously, the media and stuff is going to talk about it like it's a World War III or something. But you can have people together who don't agree with each other and they could still be cordial. Everybody amongst the NFL, you guys mentioned it, Travis, Patrick, Andy, even Roger Goodell, they all had the same thing to say about Harrison Butker, that this is what makes America great, is that you can have all these people gathered in one locker room from different walks of life who believe and talk about different things that are important to them. And you still come together for a common goal, which is winning the Super Bowl. And, obviously politics could be a lot more like that, but, that's wishful thinking, and that's for another podcast of another kind. I think it's a non-issue. The media will make it out to be, but Harrison will think nothing of it. It's a business trip. In his speech, he said some not so kind things about Joe Biden, but he also didn't seem very happy with how Donald Trump was either. And we have to remember that the Chiefs did not have the opportunity to go to the White House during the last of Donald Trump's reign because of the pandemic. So it wasn't a decision of whether or not they would go. The option wasn't there because they ultimately everything shut down and never came to fruition. So maybe that would have been a completely different thing if that visit had occurred, and then we have that storyline. Oh, he saw both. How did he react to both of them? Does he have a favorite or blah blah blah? I don't think it matters. It's going to be Joe's talking about how great the team is, and maybe Andy will speak, maybe Patrick will speak. We saw last year that Travis tried to sneak some words in, and Patrick was very, very dismissive of that and played the substitute teacher for the field trip that they were on. But I think Harrison will be on his best behavior, just as everybody else will. They know the significance of it. They understand the cultural impact it makes to be seen next to the president, showing that you're having had that impact on the world and America in particular. So I don't think this becomes an issue. And I know I made a big deal out of it by putting a versus for for the two of them as a topic, but me, I'm just there for the quick puns and the storylines. But I don't think it's a real issue.
If If Butker tries to start a brawl, I'm gonna be crying. I'm gonna be laughing. Like it'd be like you're banned from the White House anytime. Y'all, if you're with the Chiefs neighborhood, you're banned, bro. If you have a brawl, I promise you, I will get on here on live and talk about that. We're gonna break down the video if that happens. If it comes out, we're gonna have a breakdown.
The assault of an old man on television. Yeah, yeah, it's not gonna happen.
Yeah, he's not gonna play this season at all.
No.
Matt Amendola, where you at?
I think some on an NFL roster, if I remember correctly. So
yeah, I think that's true. I think you got picked up.
Tobe will have to be looking at some practice squads trying to find a miracle, just like he found in Butker.
Probably go get destroying. He might be healthy and ready to go after his injury.
Hey, you want to talk about polarizing? That would be one.
Oh my goodness.
But yeah, I think we're all in agreement. This is kind of a non-issue. Butker had his day in the spotlight, and he doubled down on his thoughts, as we assumed that he would. And I don't think it really matters when the visit happens, and they're not going to get politics involved. It's a business trip, like I said. Be sure to like and subscribe and follow us on all our social media platforms at Red Kingdom Media. If you enjoyed that, make sure to check out the full-length episode below.